What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is why women get shocked when men they're into don't want them back. All right. Now, this video we're going to be talking about rejection, and I wanted to get this video off because rejection builds character. Rejection is not for the weak. Rejection actually builds you up. See, women get shocked when men that they put in the friend zone, men that they think they're entitled to, men that view themselves as the prize and don't view women as the prize. When they don't want women have this thing with them where they're like, oh, the nerve of you. How dare you? How dare him? But the thing is, somewhere in there, a lot of dudes who become better financially, they become successful, they get better looking, they have this utmost confidence and respect for themselves. A lot of it stemmed from one place: getting rejected. Women thinking that they weren't good enough. So now when they're up, they're not looking to save women. They're not looking for any of it. And women just can't seem to understand this. Women that want you now, little do they know, they didn't want you before. So now that they want you now, you're supposed to tap dance. You're supposed to do whatever they want you to do. You're supposed to take them on dinner dates. You're supposed to open the door, be this gentleman. See, the flyest dude with women isn't holding anything from his past or bringing it into the future, but he's not dumb. This is why I tell dudes, you can never really get big-headed when a chick is into you, when a chick is love bombing you, when a chick is telling you that you're the best thing ever. You're the guy that she's always been looking for. You're kind of like, well, yeah. And you had to go, through a bunch of other dudes to even get to me. I understand. No sweat off your back. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm not trying to judge you because I understand what you are. You're something that I thought you could be, but now that I'm sitting where I'm sitting, I understand you're something that you could never be what I originally thought you were. Now that I have the knowledge and know-how, I understand your type. I understand how you move. This is why dudes who understand this mindset make women work. Don't just go off of the looks. What can you do? Because like I said, sex, yeah, I got you all day with that. I can knock you down. You can come back around. And if you throw it back on me and I like the way you're doing it, you can definitely come back around. There's an equal exchange. But in this dating scene, women want a lot for a little. And when men have to work to build themselves up, it's not just with the looks. It's not just with the aesthetic. See, we talk about body game and getting in shape because that develops that raw sexual attraction. But after that, a man has to do so many other things that a woman looks at him and says, he's qualified. I respect him, right? As they say. All of that doesn't come for cheap. So when you shut a woman down, or you're not feeling her like that, their egos get bruised, and that's why they start acting crazy. The slightest little thing bugs them. You're not texting back fast enough. What are you doing? I know it's another chick. It bugs them because you're not making them first, but the thing that draws them to you is because you could never put them in first place in your life. You can never make them a number one priority. But back then, you used to make women your number one priority. And what thanks did you get? What treatment did you receive? Is she still around now? This is why I don't want men to have an entitlement issue. I don't want men to feel entitled to certain chicks. Don't shoot your shot at a chick that you find less attractive because you think she's an easy target. Because when you get rejected, you're going to flip out. Like, what? I'm doing you a favor, chick. What? You tripping out right now. You should be jumping over fences to come get to me. You should be lucky that I'm giving you an opportunity. How do women act when you're thirsty for them? How do women act when they're trying to use you? And then maybe you'll put your foot down. How do they act towards you? That exact same way. We're not trying to act like them. The women that I'm entitled to, that if I was to use the word entitled, right? Women that will do for me and recognize me as a man on spot. That's very few women. That's why I don't have this sense of entitlement. But when I run into a chick that recognizes me for me, an actual man, oh yeah, she gotta come play for the team. Because too many women are silly out here. You should honestly be putting women in the friend zone at the first sight of disinterest, resistance. Put them right in the friend zone. Because this is what happens when you put them in the friend zone. It breeds attraction. What? He's putting me in the friend zone. I'm used to putting other dudes in the friend zone. Oh, he don't see me like that. Or he's countering my games with his own moves to put me in the friend zone. What? They can't get over that. It's this constant chase of attention and validation. Now you're in the driver's seat. That's the #1 gem I want to drop in this video. Do not play the friend zone. Never. Because only you can accept the friend zone. When you put a woman in the friend zone, they lose their mind. I remember this one chick at my job, and I put her in the friend zone. Every time I come in from my shift, hugging on me, oh my God, Justin's here, blah, 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 coming up to me, hugging me from behind, catching me off guard, would hit corners. Michael Myers, Halloween type shit, hitting corners. I look, she's just looking at me, waving at me. Put her in the friend zone. So then I start dealing with some other chick at my job, younger, prettier. She could not stand me after that. It was like fake nice. Hey, how's it going today? Those type of vibes. But somewhere in there, she was always chasing for my attention. I wouldn't say validation, my attention now. Going out of her way to be extra annoying because I put her in the friend zone. But this chick should have never been shocked. She know damn well she had no business trying to shoot her shot at me. So remember when I tell you, don't act entitled with women who you don't see as on your level, but you think you're shooting an easy shot, so it should come easy. Don't do it, because when you don't get it, it does something to you. It does something to you. And I view that as acting kind of like a woman, because when women feel as though they're entitled to men, all men, it's not even certain men at this point. They're like, okay, these are the guys that can wait. These are the guys I'll save for later. These are the guys I kind of got some interest in. And even the dudes I have no interest in, they can tell me how nice I look today. They can tell me how good I dress today. They can tell me how nice my hair looks today. Then the guys that I really want, oh yeah, they should see me like that. They should see me as a viable option. And then when it smacks them, nope, he ain't into you like that. What the hell is wrong with him? Nobody ever thinks to themselves, if women say men have to be this, men have to be that, men have to do this, men have to have that, and only a certain amount of dudes have all of that stuff, even though we know it's just jibber jabber. What did those dudes have to do to get to that place, that position? The sexually attractive one. So you can even, minus that and boil that down too. What did those dudes have to do to be in those positions? Rejection builds you up. See, I never want dudes to trip off of rejection, because the more rejection that you take, especially from women that were actually acting like they were into you, and then you take a rejection, they try to put you in the friend zone. See, I see this comment going around all the time on Instagram. Time to get in the gym, bro. Time to get those gains, bro. It's so hilarious how they double back around, always in your business, trying to see what type of timing that you're on. Oh, hey, how's everything going? Haven't heard from you in a while. Oh my God, you look completely different. Oh my God, you look way better now. What happened since high school? What happened since college? Really? So when they get rejected, it awakens something inside of them. They turn into him. They become a part of the gang. They become a man that's sought after by many women. Then that makes them attractive to said woman that rejected them in the past. She shoots her shot. He says, nah, I'm good. And she's butthurt. How does it make sense? I don't want dudes to get it twisted out here. Men who women want were not always the guys that women want. Now, there are a lot of guys out there that were the guy from the beginning that women want and they will always want. But that's very small percentage. Men had to get it from the mud and grind and actually understand their nature, understand what makes them tick, understand what attracts them to you. And really, that's a backseat to being a stand-up man who knows his stuff, who won't move off of his position, who does not tolerate disrespect. All of these manly habits that you have to obtain, they come naturally when you take these rejections, when you take people thinking that you're not good enough, when you take shortcomings, when you take people looking at you like you're a game. Suddenly you boss up, and then people from the past are trying to get next to you. And it shocks them when you're good without them, when you're kind of like, all right. In every walk of life, there's a coworker that you have that you were trying to make something happen with. She started playing games. You pulled your attention back. Now she keeps doubling around. She keeps doubling around. She keeps doubling around to see if you can give her that attention that she's seeking from you, and you say no. So now she has a problem with that. Now there's a stink face. Now there's watching you from a distance, watching you from afar, acting like you're the bad guy, talking about you in third person, talking to other people about you, it finding its way back to you, and you thinking in your head, well, why can't she just come talk to me? Because you rejected her back. That's the thing I want to talk about too. When women reject you and you go about it in this cool way where you're not sweating it, some of the times women come back around because it was just a test. Now, when you handle it like a man and you're like, yo, I'm cool off of that. And when they come back around and you're just kind of like, hey, how's it going? Oh, nah, nothing. It's a light day. Yeah, but I got to get back to work though. They're looking like, wait, what? It almost seemed like he was chasing in the beginning. It almost seemed like he had good energy towards me in the beginning. What was bad about that energy? Nothing. You're just not making her a big deal. You're just not putting any more effort than what needs to be put into a simple conversation with her. You probably offered her exchanging numbers, offered her hanging out. Maybe you did exchange numbers, then offered to hang out. And she kept saying that she doesn't have time this weekend. Oh, she just broke up with her ex-boyfriend, blah, 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 diddy, blah. So you just fall back, play your position the best way you know how, not getting overly emotional, not acting like, whoa, what is she seeing? What does she see in him that she doesn't see in me? And all this other goofy nonsense. And then women come back around and then they realize that they've been rejected. Uno reverse. Yeah, you've been rejected. I know what you're trying to do. I'm not offering you another date. I'm not offering to hang out with you again. What the hell is the matter with you? What is the matter with you? People, this is how it goes. You show interest. She shows interest back. The moment you go to set something up and it's all these games, it's all this, oh, well, I don't know. Stop talking to her. Stop talking to her. You're going to see this for yourself. Get in the comment section if this has ever happened to you. I know it's happened to you. It happens to everyone. And then they come back around. Like they're going to give you good energy. Oh, I'm so sorry that I flaked. I'm so sorry I had to reschedule. And you're not tripping about it. You're not tripping. Oh, they might have even ghosted you and came back around. You're not tripping about it. And it's this energy that they're like, wait a minute. He's not broken up about this. He doesn't seem like he's affected in any way. He's doing his job, or, you know, it could be in passing. He's not affected by this to the point where he'll even stop and have a conversation with me, but it's not that deep. And then he keeps on moving on. As to other guys, they'll stop, have a conversation. Yo, but what about that date though? I'm really trying to see you. I'll make something happen. So maybe you didn't like that before. I'll do something different. We could do something different. Let's go to the movies and then go get something to eat. But this energy that comes off of women when you're not thirsty, when you're not trying to get at them like that, is a beautiful thing to see. Because in the past, a lot of dudes are used to this energy from women thinking that they're better than them. And it's still happening till this day, because women, honestly, for some reason in their head, they're delusional. They think that they could hold the candle to men. They think they're better than men. And it's like, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yeah, I can. No, you can't. Blah, blah, blah. So when you give off this energy, like, you're not better than me, and I don't know where you got this way of thinking from, it leaves them with the screw face. And it's in your actions. You don't have to say all this stuff. This is a boundary that you make with yourself. I'm never letting a woman disrespect me. I'm never letting a woman think that she can reject me in a way that is completely disrespectful. Rejection, you should even take it out of your vocabulary. Like when you're building your reality, she's just not interested. Because guess what? How could it be rejection if you had all this stuff that they say they want and it comes in the form of you grinding 3 years from now and then she wants you now? Well, then how was that a rejection? She just wasn't interested at that time. And it actually shows you something about women. They don't stand on anything. They don't stand on anything. They can reject you at one point, then you level up, you boss up, and then all of a sudden they want you. No. Stand on that. Stand on that. Oh, but I didn't know you back then. And this is the number one thing that women say. I remember this one time. This chick that I chased for, I actually got her. Had sex, had her over at my crib, taking care of my dog at the time. And she had said to one of my friends years prior, I do not find him attractive. Nothing about him. Like, he actually annoys me. Years later, I'm getting with this chick. And I remember when my homie told me that, I'm like, what? This is when you start understanding things better. Women don't stand on anything. So when you take rejection personally, you're letting them get to you. Because honestly, when you give that energy off that you don't need them, you're better off without them, you reject them, you put them in the friend zone, you see just how much it bothers them. Because guess what? A lot of men, your whole life, you're being told you ain't shit. You ain't good enough. It ain't just by women. If you ain't a certain man, the world tells you that you ain't shit. So you got to hold on to all that while you build yourself up. Women, since the very beginning, they got it like that. You see, that's why it shocks them. That's why it shocks them to the core when a guy isn't really thirsty or hung up over them or going after them like that. Because they're like, wait a minute, I got all these other thirsty dudes. I'm used to all these other dudes doing whatever they can or asking me what I would like to do, where I would like to go. And now I'll bump into this dude and he's kind of like, yo, this train is coming around it's coming around one time. Now you got the opportunity to jump on this train or wait for another train. And I can't tell you when another train is going to come going in your direction that you need to go. So it's either get on now or it shocks them to the core. When a dude, especially, see, in the beginning, a woman, you don't know her, she don't know you. It is what it is, but it's still kind of shocking, but it is what it is. But when a woman has already rejected you, has already told you, well, I'm not ready for that. Maybe in the future. If you're still single in 10 years, we should definitely get married. That's not just a joke. Words have power behind them. And if you've ever heard that joke, a woman has ever told you that, she was disrespecting you in your face. Oh, he's cute, but just like not for me. I could see him with somebody else. I could see a chick liking him. Okay. You're such a great guy. I wish I could have a guy just like you, while she's talking about some other dude to you. And you're sitting there like, what? What? When a woman has already rejected you, and then the word is glow up. A lot of dudes like to use the word glow up, but I don't use that word. I use the word like when you level up, when you boss up. Women are just like, how did I not see this? Because they didn't see the real you. They didn't see inside. Here's the funniest thing about it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I want a guy who sees me for me. So what you want, you would be giving in return. You would see somebody for who they are, but you don't see who they are until they level up or they boss up. Hilarious. Never take rejection personal. Use it as fuel. Because when you flip the tables, when you hit that switch, when you hit the reverse, oh, that stings. That stings. So women could be out here saying whatever they want. Guys, do not let it affect you and make you feel some type of way about yourself. All right? You might be coming off a rejection right now. You feeling bad about it. Don't. It is what it is. When you understand how they operate, you understand that rejection isn't that serious. You actually see how you can get rejected and then you can be accepted. But by that time, you don't want their acceptance. You don't want their validation. You're like, okay, I understand how this goes. I'm not taking it seriously. It doesn't hurt me to my core. Time to level up now. Time to boss up now. Time to boss up now. And then you use this knowledge of understanding women to attract women. And then you have women in your life. Women from the past see that you can attract women now, and it makes them want you more. Because women are attracted to men who other women want like that. Isn't it funny how that works? Well, what did I miss? Because now he gets chicks. So I didn't want him before, but now they're all on him. I mean, what's going on here? I got to go figure this thing out. But why would he want to double back and deal with her when he has a load of options now? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why they're shocked. How didn't I see it? Now he has women. He attracts women. He has a girlfriend. There's a reason why when a guy has a girlfriend, a chick that rejected him in the past is now like, oh, I got to go snoop on her profile. I got to go see who she's friends with. I got to go see how she gets down. Because what did he see in her? Because we're total opposites. Or she might be attractive. She might even be less attractive than that chick. Well, what the hell is going on? He's more attractive now, and he's with a chick that's less attractive than me. She probably has better character, comes with better benefits, and keeps her mouth closed. And when she opens her mouth, it's for a good time and to actually say something of value. to actually bring forth something of value. Not sitting there just looking pretty, not sitting there thinking that you're the best thing since sliced bread. Women are never going to see it till it ultimately hits them in the face. And that's why you got videos of older women like, you know, there's no good guys out there. You know, all men are dogs. What? If anything, men had to learn how to be dogs. There's very few men that were dogs off rip. Men had to realize that they need to put their feelings aside, utilize women, and that's just the way it gotta go. And if women have a problem and start barking back, they gotta either get demoted or they have to go out the door. Men have to learn this stuff. So whenever you hear a woman complaining, there's no good guys out there. All men are cheaters. All men are dogs. Yeah, the men that they're attracted to. And guess what? The men that women are attracted to had to get it. They have to just get it. Do all men just get it when it comes to women? No. So what do you need to do to just get it? Okay. So to become a doctor, where do you have to go? To become a mechanic, yeah, you can learn from somebody, but to get certified and stuff, where do you have to go? You want to become a plumber, licensed and all that, where do you have to go? It's not hard to figure out. But women live in this world where men should just get it. And if they don't, they're not my type. They don't shape up. Let me make one more point. When women are younger, they deal with dudes who they're sexually attracted to that have really nothing going on for themselves. Really nothing at all. So now, in the later years, you're a guy that, once again, I'm going to say, your aesthetic and your looks and body game, yes, it's essential. It's the most important part for raw sexual attraction. But all the other background stuff in your life, most men don't have that complete package. So now the dudes that she used to hook up with were good enough for just that. But now when they get older, they're looking at certain men that have their lives together and they're like, wait a minute, but you got to do all this to get to me. I'm sorry, it don't work that way, sweetie. It don't work that way. And now women are shocked because if it really came down to it, men are better off hooking up with women, not keeping them too close at the end of the day, right? But see, women can't play that forever. Women can't play that forever. Now, I understand there's men out there that don't want to do that. Men could be in a relationship. Men could have a main girl. Men can have a stable of women. See, it's not the same and it's not as cute, boo-boo, when you older as a woman. All it does is leave them jaded and leave them scarred. So it's not cute. So who loses out at the end of the day from being goofy early on? See, when men are goofy early on, they transition into learning, into figuring out how to get it. And they do good, whether they want to indulge or not. See, women, they're goofy in the beginning. In the end, they get it. But by the end, sum it up, guys. By the end, it does not help them the same way how it helps us to get it in the middle or by the end. Don't let this go over your head. Women are shocked when the men that they want do not want them back. And the reason for it is majority of these men, they did not want before. Where they're at now, men are like, what? You're not even on my level. What is wrong with you? What is literally wrong with you? And they're shocked. It's your boy, Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.